Ooh. Where the heck are we? This is so confusing. Okay, well, good evening everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Railroader. Oh, we're not even at the... This is Cowie. Aha. Let me refresh that. Yes, that is now working. So, we are playing Railroader. My name is Osa, and it is... Well, it's another day. I have a couple of trains in motion. We are just pulling into whatever this place is. Whittier. And I do have a bunch of cars to drop off here. Then we are departing. I think the locomotive is in the shed. Yes. So this train is heading down to Bryson. Passenger train is not running. We've got the the 13 is running to Wilmot. Oh, I can't remember. It's been a little while. Blah 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 blah. Wilmot, yeah. So as soon as this train stops, oh, this is a 10 decapod. Ela. Bryson. Whittier repair track. Okay. I think. Turn the banner on. Yeah. Break the train there, and you can head to Bryson, which I believe this guy's sat at. So. Looks like I can run this train now. Hold on. 900. Is that a waypoint? Go. There. 7 miles, so we don't have to worry about him for a bit. Where's our passenger train now? Another train I haven't looked at. Oh, he's sat in Bryson. So I can't move him until the freight train arrives here. I'm going to switch that over. I think the passengers are all set. Bryson through Sylva. Good. So, looking around, 901 is sat here. He has all of the coal and iron ore from the Alarka region. 902. Oh, he's arrived. Wow. Okay. Oh, right. Yes. Okay, so 902, I hadn't actually set up for anything. Nantahala, Power and Light, London Union Number. You have coal, you have water, you have Nantahala, talc and limestone. Okay, this train. Of course, I can't remember which one it was now. 902? Yes. Let's try that jump again. Oh. Okay. Let's select him. That would be a plan. AI waypoint. Yes. Talc and lime. Go take a look. And we want this train to come through to there. All right. 902 is moving. Signal's changed. So I'm probably going to end up using, this is the Mastodon, running the Mastodon down to Nantahala with all the freight to there. Just makes a little bit more sense. Meanwhile, the Alarka train now I'm remembering what all went on. So the Alarka train, I want to go to there. Now, which way is he going to go? Oh, the other way. Okay. I'll have you run through to there. Now he's approaching the stop signal. There you go. Switch changed. Locomotive is running. And long hauler, good day. Welcome to a Thursday stream of Railroader. Computer case. Yeah, computer cases don't tend to run anything. So I assume you're now planning to put stuff in it, which is usually exciting, yes. Dillsborough train. Let's bounce over to there. So, what all have I been getting up to? I've been doing quite a lot in the basement now. I've now finished doing all of the track bed. It's painted brown. And the next step is to lay the track. So I'm weathering up the track a little bit. Not significantly. Just bits and pieces. Because obviously once I start balancing and everything in... No, I just got down into the basement and actually started doing some modelling down there. So I am going to be laying some track, and there will probably, quite possibly, be some semblance of trains running maybe middle of next month. I kind of want a train to run before June, end of June, so I think I'm well on the way to that. I am modelling in 00 gauge because UK, which is HO gauge track, but the models are 1/76th scale, 4 millimeters to the foot, rather than 1/86th, 84th HO. So the models are oversized for the track gauge, but that's a complicated story. It was basically back in the war years when they were running low on materials and said, well, we can't really produce O-gauge stuff anymore. That was kind of okay, but what they ended up doing was they went... HO actually stands literally for half O. So they did HO gauge. Unfortunately, they found that the clockwork motors and the electric motors of the day wouldn't fit into a UK model locomotive because UK locomotives are smaller than most everybody else's. So they compromised and made 00, which is the locomotives that just slightly bigger, so you can fit the motors in them, or at least you can fit 1920s, 1930s motors in them. Well, obviously today that's not so much of a problem. You can actually produce UK models to HO gauge, but nobody does because everybody's already in 00 in the UK. So this is not where I want to be. I want to be on the front of this. Oh, hang on. It still has repair parts in it. That doesn't. Should we bring 13 to there? Oh, yeah, my grandfather worked for Ford's, but he was an amateur historian for the Great Western Railway in the UK. He did a lot of draftsman drawings of UK Great Western passenger cars, freight cars, locomotives, and he's been published. He basically a historian, wrote books and used his drafts to illustrate the books. I have one of them, I do not have the other two. Yeah, my grandfather had lots of stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't. When he died, I didn't get to inherit much of it, which is a shame. I think some of them's in a museum, which I guess is good. Okay, you're going to back up. Please back up, yes. Then we need to go to Alarka Depot. And I think go there. Let's switch back the other way. Okay, so 10 is on its way. 11 is stopped. 12 is stopped. Dillsborough's on its way back to the Dillsborough yard. 902 is heading down to wherever. And this one is heading up to Governor Island. We'll sit with him. This may very well be the next train to arrive. So yes. So I decided this. It kind of my New Year's resolution. I am going to make something happen in the basement. So at the very least, for a couple of weeks, I got down there for an hour every evening after work and just did some things. Once I'd finished, I'd purchased all of the wood I needed for the baseboard, or the basement, the table frames, and the wooden part of the track bed. I just needed sort of metal hardware to tie it all together. And that was delayed because local hardware store only carried 6 packs of hardware, and I needed 18, so I had to put in a special order, and I had to wait 2 weeks, and blah blah blah. And then I got most of it done. It's sort of, I need 4 more packs, and I had to go back down there again. But things have been progressing nicely. I've made a couple of purchases over and above what I had intended to this month. But I now have a bunch of electric switches to switch, or switch motors to switch the switches. I've got got a couple more things on order. They're just lots and lots of little bits and pieces, so as they arrive I'm able to go down into the basement and do some more. So I bought some thin plastic strips that I can use to super elevate the track, which is basically, track isn't level in the real world. It leans slightly to the inside, so looking at the train from this angle, the left side would have been a little bit higher than the right side to bank the train round to help with all of the laws of physics and what have you. So I've ordered I was looking for some way, it was sort of, how am I going to super elevate the track? And then I was watching a video, I think a month ago, and the guy just bought some plastic strips, because a lot of the solutions are tailor-made and very, very expensive, but thin plastic strips are $10 for 14 strips that are 14 inches long, so quite a reasonable price. They turned up today, So yeah, track will be laid possibly sometime this weekend. Now you're slowing down a lot, and I do not have the right locomotive checked up here. There. Oh, 15 miles an hour, and then it'll speed up once we're past the signal. So yeah, that's going to be a thing this month. And I'm probably, my main intent is to get a double loop running round the basement. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a single loop running round and then lay the second one once the first one's down. Because I can then do some proof of concepts on the first loop. And I've got somewhere I can run in trains, which is kind of important. Once I've got the second loop in place, I'm going to have to buy some more switch motors. Alright. 901. I need you to go there. Because there's not enough room at this end to get out. Okay, anytime you want to stop, that's a good thing. But then once the loops are in place, I can then start working on things like freight yards and all sorts of fun things. Is it 900? Yes. Check up 900 and go there. No, not yet. I want to refuel 900. We'll hitch it to the front of 901. And then we'll double head that back to Dillsborough. Who's moving? Alarka? Dillsborough. 900. Is that one there? 902 is still running. Oh, Dillsborough's approaching Cowie, so he's going to be done soon. Because the other thing with my locomotive collection is I've only got 2 locomotives currently set up for DCC running, and I'm going to need some more control chips at some point, but I'm biting my lip. Is sort of, I want to get them programmed up, but it's like I don't really need to do that because I've got nowhere to run them yet. So that's going to be fine. Who are you? You're 900. Let's go manual. So yeah, 2 locomotives will let me run stuff. And then once I've got the 2 loops, as I said, I can start working on... I can start working on... Oh, you should go through there. Come on now. 13. And I can then start getting the other locomotives ready to run. But as I said, I need the freight yard. I need the extra platforms at the main station. I'm probably I'm gonna build a engine depot, but that's going to take a little bit more work. So that's probably not going to be installed anytime imminently. But the whole shipping things internationally is now becoming a little bit of a challenge. So for anybody who wasn't aware, yes, there are tariffs, but you don't have to pay them if you're importing less than $800 worth of stuff. So I did my investigations, and it's like, yeah, okay, if you're a private person for personal use, you can import up to $800 per day. So quite a big thing. But to counter that, DHL, kind of like UPS and whatever else, they have decided they are not going to ship anything internationally that is valued more than $800. Which is fine, because I've been very careful not to order anything more than $800. One of the manufacturers in England has said, we're just not shipping anything to America. Don't care how much it's worth, we're not shipping. So fortunately, they're a manufacturer, they're not a retailer. So at least I can order their stuff through the retailers that I use. But it doesn't bode well. There is the potential that more and more people will stop shipping stuff to America. Fortunately, a lot of the stuff I buy is, if it's generic, I'll buy it from an American retailer. But remember that tariff thing? They have to pay tariffs because they're importing bulk lots, and it's not for personal use. So anything I buy in America is going to have a tariff on it, so it's going to be more expensive than it was 2 months ago. And potentially, it's going to be more expensive than having the item shipped from England and me not having to pay a tariff on it, just having to pay the shipping fee. So everything I buy now, if it's from Europe, I have to price it up from an American retailer, and then I have to price it up from a British retailer, factor in the shipping costs, the cost of currency change and everything else. At the moment, the stuff I'm buying, for $100, it used to be $80. It's now $100, but it's still $5 cheaper than having it shipped from the UK. But that could change any time, and on a case by case basis. So I've now got to be, it's taking me a lot longer to go on a shopping trip on the internet because I have to figure out which, am I going to buy a thing or not? Am I buying it from America? Am I buying it from a European company? And it's all kind of interesting. Now, 13 got to where it was. That's the ship at Dillsborough. And 10's got to where it is. I want to get this train moving. This one can run all the way to Sylva. I might leave the Alarka train where it is. We'll start organising stuff down at Dillsborough first. Now, where is that train going? I'm hoping it's coming down here. Certainly looks like it. Yes. It's not running very quickly. And 902 is still running. So 901, we need to multiple unit cutout and operations, equipment. I think you just set it on manual and hope it doesn't roll anywhere. We got coal, we got water, that's fine. And that one has a full load. So once this pair get back down to Dillsborough, I'm probably going to stick 901 in the shed because we're going to be short on coal down there until tomorrow. But also, as soon as this starts running, I am going to order another train. We could probably do that now. Okay, so milestones. Red marble grade. Phase 1 complete. Blah, blah, blah. Cars ordered, waiting for delivery. Locations. Sylva interchange. Tomorrow at 6. Nope, we'll have that today at 11:20. So let's hitch this up. And 901. I want to go back down to Sylva building supply. And this has a really nice long spur, which is probably good because these locomotives are, going to need most of this. Okay, let's go make sure that's working. Yes. Okay, first thing to check. Do we get a plume of smoke out of the second locomotive's chimney? Yes. We've set this right. This will now work. So, passenger train. I think I'm going to set that for Sylva Depot. And I will have that run. Oh, hang on. Waypoint, go there. Okay. We will jump back to the passenger train and make sure that's going the right way. Switch to the middle track. I'm not sure if it'll switch over to the second. 900 is clear Bryson East. So with any luck, all of our trains should end up going where they need to go. So far. We can switch Bryson anytime we want. That's not my phone. We can switch Alarka anytime I want. I'm going to leave Alarka at waypoint so I know it's ready to do a thing. What I don't know is if this will switch over to that track or stay on this one. Both are eligible for station stops. Looks like we're going straight through on the alternate. That's cool. Nope, we're switching. Alright. I also think I could use a new passenger car, but that's not going to happen today, I don't think. 18,000, that's good. We've got probably a good 1,000, should make us to 20,000 when that train drops at Sylva. Okay, so you're done. I am going to hit Dillsborough next. Right, as the repair parts are down to 14, but still not enough. 13, Dillsborough, yes, go. So these two dead-end spurs, I was looking at them and thinking, oh, they are so inconvenient, but they are really useful. If you're shunting or switching from the back, you can push the cars for Dillsborough and Sylva down there, and they are quite good location now because we just hitch up to them. We're just going to run them down to Dillsborough. We'll pull out whatever needs to be pulled out. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure all these switches are switched straight, so when the main freight comes through Cowie, it will clear. So I guess we can... we'll stay here for now. So 900, 901 will be... one of those will be running back to Bryson to do all of the returns, I think. Maybe not. Oh no, they'll be hauling out the works train. Right, that's that one, that's that one, and I guess we can sail down to Dillsborough. How's that switched? That switched fine. That. Go to there. That's close. How much coal we... oh, I can't tell. 123 tons. We've got sufficient coal here, but obviously we're going to drop that off. That won't be back till... what's today? Day 23. That won't be back till day 25. So I want to be kind of careful refueling locomotives at this end of the line, at least for now. Oh, so we got a developer update on Railroader now. They're looking at track maintenance. So we'll get a track maintenance train you can order, and you can park it up in places, and it will then fix the track within a certain radius of where you've parked it. And as the track gets damaged, the trains will run slower. Okay, we've got to pull that one out. And I think I have to put Dillsborough Freight House. Oh. Yes, that is Dillsborough Freight House. How are we going to do this? This is going to be an issue, I think. Well, maybe not. Okay, first things first. Handbrake on. No, handbrake off. Handbrake on. So, go there. 902 arrived at the waypoint. Okay, that's at the Nantahala talc and limestone. Not worried about that now. We're worried about these guys and this guy. So I want to get all of this stuff cleared as quickly as we can. Focus Pinco, Sylva interchange. Sylva interchange. Oh, we got a couple of pickups there as well. So this is all kind of messy. Oh, yeah, okay. I think the easiest way to do this is to actually pull these out. Turn that handbrake off. We'll put those locomotives there. Let's go there. That should get both the tank cars out of the way of the switch. Because my option was, I can push that back to there, I can pull them all out, hitch onto this one, but then I have to put that one back there. I have to bring the flat car out, and then I can put the oil cars back. This way, I think it's going to be a little bit easier. We're just going to park these at the front here. Then we'll go get the flat car. And then we'll put everything back. So as soon as that's there, stop. You go right there. So what else has been going on? Oh, so Melissa's uncle, oh sorry, Mrs. Osa's uncle, aunt passed just before last weekend. So she was out of town for the funeral, and so the former foster kids missed out on Easter candy. So we're all set up for Easter candy this week. Yay, Easter candy. Oh, we had the tree men came in today. They've done a really nice job. So all of our conifers are trimmed up from the base, so you can drive a lawnmower underneath them. Basically, all of our neighbours have had the lower trunk of their conifers trimmed, and we hadn't. So we now have, so that's looking, our yard is looking much better thanks to that. And then we had a couple of stumps removed that were in the middle of our lawn area in the backyard. So now we can mow everywhere as opposed to having tufts of grass in the middle of the yard where the tree stumps are. So again, another improvement. So they came today. We've also had our gutters replaced. So that's all looking nice as well. And I think that's most of the home improvements for this year. We're going to have to delay, wait until we've saved up some more money for next year's projects. Although we do have a fair bit left over. My parents have decided that because the British government wants everybody's money, and if you die they just want it all, They've decided, well, they can gift money to their kids, so that's what they're doing. So we didn't ask them, but they just basically said, well, we don't want the British government taking all of the money, so we're actually going to send you some. And this will quite possibly be an annual thing. Okay, I'm going to get that moved. But I'm also going to check this guy. Where are you? You've got the water on the left, which means you're after Eela, but could be absolutely anywhere. This is looking like, well, we're coming into Whittier. Okay, we need to get a move on. So we'll get paid for dropping that off. Now we've got that to come out and that to come out. That can stay. Oh. Again, that's awkward. Maybe. Okay. That's now in place. So, handbrake on, get paid. Disconnect that. We need to move forward about the car length. We'll go back and get those two. That one's empty, that one's full of stuff. That's good. Handbrake on, disconnect, and we'll move these to here. So another check. Yep, everything's in position. I wonder, actually, I'm thinking, change this. Let's go there. Yeah, I'm going to put that handbrake on. That one's coming out of there. Ooh, who's this? Oh, it's an annoying person. Hello, annoying person. You can have that. I'll check that box there next. Next. And say goodbye to the banhammer. Bang. Okay. Click back there. Someone's arrived at Eela Station. Oh, the passenger train's arrived at Eela Station. So I want to disconnect that. And that's as good a place as any. So it's not generally an easy thing to get all this to happen quickly, but I think this may be the most efficient way of doing it. So that's the car that's staying, that's the car that's leaving, that car's leaving. So if I push these two down here and then go get that one, I can then push the whole thing back down there, get those 2 and drop the back 3 cars in there, and then head straight off to Sylva. So I think I am happy with that. And go to there. And it's the problem with these types of spurs where you've got, they're taking deliveries of stuff and making other stuff. So they're taking deliveries of dimensional lumber and making furniture. So this dimensional lumber car is empty. This furniture car is now full. And then down there we've got another empty car ready for more furniture, and right at the back we've got another 40 tons of dimensional lumber. So this dimensional lumber is going to be empty before the end of the day. But I don't know which one of these 2 is going to be full or empty next. So you just have to, you live with what comes back. You really, it's really problematic to, do I leave a partially filled or partially empty car at the back of the line because I know I'm going to have to pull it out next time. But it's the only one I can guarantee, and I still may have to shuffle the rest of the cars to make, because the 2 at the back are the ones that need to leave, not just the first one. Anyway, let's get this hitched up to here. Where are you at? You are... Where are you? Thomas Valley. Oh, getting close. We really need to speed this up, guys. I think... Clunk. Handbrake off. Now hitch up to these 2. I mean, Thomas Valley's quite a way down. It's probably going to take him a couple of minutes to get here. We should be clear and away by then. Train is not particularly heavy, so we're not going to have too much of a problem. 18,900. So as soon as we can get this laced up, that's good. Oh, poop. Break off and go there. Trying to think what else is happening. Okay, passenger trains departing Elas. So, and that's why I needed the freight train to leave Bryson before the passenger train, because the passenger train is stopping everywhere. And the freight train is just running straight through. So, going to Sylva, going to Sylva. Yeah, I can't think what else. We haven't had much stuff. It's been a nice peaceful month, I think, for the most part. Yeah, there's one. Mrs. Osa has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I have one next week Tuesday where they're going to inject some serious painkillers into my back to see if they can figure out which nerves are hurting. If they find the right ones, I have to go back in a couple of weeks and they're going to repeat the procedure and see if they can hit the same block of nerves. And if that works, then I have to go back a third time and they will basically burn the nerve endings so that I stop feeling pain. I'm still not sure. Okay, so you've stopped the pain, but the problem is still there. Okay, let's go Sylva. Sylva column number? Quite possibly. That still has stuff in it. Sylva building supply. Let's take a look at that. Sylva building supply, Sylva building supply, Sylva building supply. So we have everything good there. So Sylva interchange. Let us. I think I may run 13 right there. Okay. So 4 cars all going to Sylva. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So what is the next train I want to look at? Probably this one. Now, what do we have here? Going to Sylva, not going to Sylva. Going to Sylva, not going to Sylva. This is almighty. Okay, that's going to T1, that's going to T4, and those are going somewhere else. So, how am I going to do this? Handbrake on. That's what we're going to start with. Take that off. So that car's staying, that car's going, that car's going. See if we can figure this out. Oh, you know what? I think I should have taken this car out. Well, it is what it is. That's okay. It's all a bit of a mess, so we'll do the best we can, and I'm, as usual, no hurry. We'll just get as much done as we can. I kind of hope that all 4 of these will fit into that track over there. Because if they do, release the handbrake. I can go and get that car. Passenger train arrived at Whittier. Okay. Oh, this is 902. Okay. So that's Nantahala Talcon Light. And these 2 are going down to Nantahala main area. And I've got to figure out, the lumber car goes on the back, that car goes on the front. Because of course it does. money. Good. Okay, hitch that. Disconnect. I think I did. And come back to there. So what I should be able to do is that's staying, that's going. So what do we do next? We're going to put that car in there. We're going to pull that one out and put it there. Yes, that one's staying. So we then hitch back onto here. Oh, this might not be too bad. Okay, I'm going to pull that up to round about there. So I want the car at the back just dropping off here. Hopefully, I guessed right. But just in case, we'll hold on to the brake pedal. And stop there. Handbrake on, do that. And then the rest of it can go in there. That's T1, that's T1. So the idea I'm thinking now is if I can get all of this sorted out and everything on its way back to Alarka Junction, that's going to form the basis of a return train at some point. It needs to pick up at Bryson, so we'll do Bryson after we've done all this. We've already collected from Alarka. So that's back here. That will distribute today. 13, I need you to go, oh, not there. I need you, 13, to go here. So you should pull forwards. And then run straight back that way. So that's good. Let's go back to this guy. All right. Send him off to there. To he's on a station stop. They're still running. Where are they? Oh, they're already at Dillsborough. Good grief. So, gonna have to deal with them imminently, I guess. So, this locomotive will grab this car here and we'll stick it in there. This might fill up before we get... We're returning, so it is what it is, not to worry. If I can pull this one off and stick it back over here, we can go and deal with the Dillsborough people, or the Sylva people now. Okay. Doink. search. Grab that, and go there. Okay, 900 is slowing down. What is your problem? You have a red signal for some unknown reason. It's probably this switch here. Okay. Sometimes it's worth running down and figuring out which switch is bad, because when you do that, it does mean that future trains will be cleared to go through. Otherwise, you can say, yeah, go through the red light. It'll temporarily do the switching and then put them back where it found them. Anyway, let's get back to here. So hitch that back up. Disconnect that, and you can go there. So, as I said, these two cars need to go. And that one and the back one need to stay. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, I don't have to run over there. I don't have to switch the switches anymore. The auto engineer is quite capable of doing things these days. So yeah, Saturday we will have some more Farming Simulator 25, and I do believe that we're now... I did finish off harvesting the red beets, and it was a pain in the butt because I had to get... The tractor was completely maintenanced out, so I had to fix it. And when I went back to the field, the GPS wouldn't reconnect. So I was like, oh. So I had to do the last part of the field by hand, completely by hand. No assistance whatsoever. But we did get the announcement today or yesterday that precision farming will be here on something like the 8th of May. Which is only about 2 weeks away, which is awesome. I may actually put that back into the playthrough I'm doing at the moment. But bottom line with the map I'm playing at the moment, it does not work well with workers. It has problems detecting fields when you're trying to set up guidance steering, and I don't know how it's going to work out. We'll keep pushing on as we're doing at the moment, but I may get to the point where it's a big strain on me because I can't use helpers to do any jobs, and so I have to do all of them myself. So, yeah, we'll see how that works out. 0.3, that's 51.9. So I think, as I said, so those two are going back. That goes in there. So there's probably the middle car is going. That one's staying. That's annoying. And then these two are going to the main Nantahala depot. So I'm going to have to figure out how that works out. Okay, let's handbrake the back car. And Sylva. Nope. Nantahala station. Right, how are we going to do this? I think I know. Okay, so first things first. 902, I want you stop short of the signal. There's also a car there that also needs to return. That's going to be fine. I think the other thing I do want to check on is we're at Hewitt. There's another industry down the line here, National Park Service. What I haven't checked is that's still picking stuff up. That needs to return as well. So we are going to make a call here on the way home. 10 has arrived at the waypoint. 13 has arrived at a waypoint. Yes. Yes. And 900 is slowing down. Oh well, looky there. It's working out quite nicely. So let's go to Dillsborough Depot. No, engine service. Repair track. And Dillsborough. Got a waypoint. Go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Now. That was a very fine guess. So he's heading back to Dillsborough. Engine service. Passenger train is stopped at Whittier. Wilmot. Ooh, closer than I thought. That's fine. Because Wilmot's a long way down from Dillsborough. If I'm lucky, these two might also be able to get back to... Well, I don't want both of them to go back. 900 staying. 901 will head back to the service. Because that looks like quite an absence of coal there. 605 and water. This one is well stocked. Okay, Sylva. Exchange. Let's run over here. 900. Let's just do 900. Go there. Okay, 902 is the next. Maybe, I don't know. No, 902 has a. Oh no, 902's here. Well, looks around. Oh, we're here already. Okay. Now, Alarka, I need to get those cars positioned at Alarka. I might do that sooner rather than later. But what are we doing with this lot? Gonna leave these two at the back here. all of these have to return because that's the works train. So I think we can probably stop that there. And run this one. Oh, just enough space. Now. Oh. Boo. Darn. I'm still thinking. This is the lumber. Well, nuts. Okay. 902. Pull forwards. And back up to there. Dude, where are you going? No. 902. Come back to there. Where are you going? Come back to here then. Oh, for crying out loud. Stop. Well, yard mode. Reverse 20, go. No, stop. Sorry. No, I was right the first time. Okay. Come up to here. Oops. Indecision, but I know what I want to do. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. So, we leave those two there. We push all of these cars back onto those. But we have a little bit of shuffling to do before we get that far. So the lumber car needs to be on the back of the locomotive. The power and light car needs to be on the front. So what I want to do here is get in there, stop, handbrake that, and go there. Now I might have to push these cars back a little further, because when we come back I've got to run that way and pick up the thing at the Nantahala public service area thing. Do have coal if we need it. We do not need coal, we do not need water, we just got paid $2,000. So, if we bounce down to Sylva, alright, so are all of these in the right place? I would say those are all awesome. We want to break that, take that off, and 900 going to stick there. 901 we're going to stick it back on regular usage mode. Passenger train is in motion. That's a bit of an issue, but that might be fine. Disconnect that, and 901 Parsons Tannery. Whoa, that's white. Goodness me. (901). Oh, waypoint. 900 is at the waypoint. 902 is at a waypoint, so 901 should. Yes, yeah, we'll run through. And that is a weird feeling. That felt like 900 was backing up, but I need to take 900 out of the yard now. Okay. 600 is... You know what? I have a feeling 900 could potentially make it back to Dillsborough Engine Service repair track and go there. No. Yes. 901 is heading through Sylva. Yes. Okay. Heading for Dillsborough Engine Shed. 900 has arrived at a place. 900 is absolutely fine there. Go manual. Headlight off. So he's now waiting for this lot to get picked up and the next lot to get dropped off. That's fine. 902 is heading places. No, 902 is not heading. Oh yeah, 902 is doing the thing. So we'll hitch that up there. And 902. Go there. And release the handbrake. Okay. 901 is stopped at Sylva, yes. 900 is at a waypoint. Why is 900 at a waypoint? Oh. Oh, jeez, come on, idiot boy. 900. Manual. Headlight off. Spinner Tornado, hello and welcome to tonight's stream. 901, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try get that guy going back to Dillsborough Engine Service before people get in the way. Again with the repair track. Okay, go there. Okay, 901 is doing his thing. 902 is at a stop signal. Dude, you can ignore that. I will let you. 600 is... Oh, is that the... Yes, I do. Oh, that's coming a little bit too tight. Well, too late now. Might make it to Dillsborough. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, at the very least, with CTC signalling, somebody should stop somewhere. 902, let's bounce down here. Oh, there's more than enough space there. Yes. Absolutely. That was the first thing I did. I got to Bryson, I unlocked the CTC signalling, and ever since then, as soon as I unlock a stage, I unlock the CTC signalling as it's available. Because a lot of them are in awkward positions where if you don't do it immediately, you end up with... it's okay. You end up with things like Wilmot, the freight track has cars in it and you can't position enough of the CTC signalling. Have you tried to do it manually? What? To actually run it from the signal box? I have not. The problem is I tend to find I send a freight train a distance and then I'm more managing these guys here doing their deliveries. So I've got the passenger trains running, but it's just, I let it do its thing. I'm not... come on, find the thing. And find that thing. And can I get that down there? Because as soon as that's running... Oh, he's going to back up. He's going to get stuck at the signal. Okay. You can pass the signal. Go. Oh, please do not. Oh, I think I parked them just far enough back. Dang. Yes, and that's except when you do something stupid like I did at one point where I've got a train running on AE Engineer and then I clicked it on manual, so it just carried on accelerating away and crashed into the passenger train that was coming in the other direction. I have a red signal. This is a bad thing. However, if I switch that, dude, it will not let me. Okay, passenger train, stop. Okay, I'm going to have to take the passenger train off. Switch that. What the heck? Why will that not switch? Oh, do I have to turn that one manual too? Thank you. Okay, 901. That was a pain in the butt. Okay, let's run down here. And 901. A waypoint. Go there. 600 is stopped. I assume I just got paid. Receive passenger fare, Dillsbury, yes. Alright, he's running through there. I can now switch that one. And I hope 600. I probably didn't have to stick 600 on manual, but it happened. So silver paperboard. Okay, whatever. Passenger train, I want to run up to there. I'm not using timetables either. So, well, he did his thing. That's fine. We got paid for people getting off. That's all I really cared about. So he's running. He's 902. What is 902 doing? He's at the waypoint. Yes, good. So let's go down here. Oh, long run. And park the train. 902 there. And let's do a little bit of analysis here. That's staying. That's going. Of course it is. That's staying. That's staying, and that has to go. Oh, that's so awkward. That's staying. This spur here is... It's not straightforward. It can be a bit of an issue. Oh, 13 is at the waypoint, yeah. Stick you back on manual mode, because you're done for the day. Well, you're done for now. 902 is here. So, the lumber company. No, I didn't have to run through the trees again. That was just silly. So, that one's staying, and that one's returning. Yeah, I guess. So I think 902, what I'm going to do, because there's no easy way to do this, is the problem. You know, I want to put that car at the back furthest in, but then I have, it's just so awkward. So we will come in here, we'll grab this, we'll pull it all out, and we'll drop the return on the bridge. Put the other two back. It's done. They're the wrong way around. I don't care anymore. They're both delivered. We're going to have to... We're in a position where we're always going to have the wrong car at the wrong end of the train. Or at the wrong end of the spur. So we'll just have to pull out what we can when we can. 900 is stopped. Why are you stopped? Oh, because you're at Sylva, yes. You, however, are here. And let's get refueling done, I guess. I am wondering if when they do the track maintenance, is it going to be dependent on what weight of train you're running? So will the track decay faster the heavier the locomotive, the heavier the freight that's running with it? because that would make things easier. That encourages you to use lighter equipment to save money on distance. But then if I'm running 3 light locomotives, I could just run a heavy one with the entire train, but then the track gets worn out faster, potentially. Okay, you're doing that. Soon as 901 is refueled, I'll stick that back over there. How's that doing? 5.8 tons of stuff. And what is real world time is 9:20. How long have we been running today? Oh, it's 1.5 hours. So it's going to take, again, 3 streams to work a day by the looks of it. It's not even 10 o'clock game time. How are we doing? Still doing. How are you doing? Okay, and I'm probably going to get paid. Yep. Okay, and handbrake. And if I go close to that, that should have picked up. Yes. Okay, stick that on the bridge. That was 902, yes. 900 is stopped. 901 is refueling. Yes. Still refueling. Okay. Okay. There you go. Done. Done. And we'll get that one filled up. Is that good? Yes, we're actually on the straight track, so that's fine. Let's go back to 902. It's like I said. Oh, that's close. And again, very tight switching here. There's not a lot of space to get everything done. But done with that. We can put those back again. So that one's staying. That one's staying, that one's going. Okay. And that one's staying. So once again, the problem here is this car's going to fill up before the one that's at the end of the locomotive, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. So we'll do that way. But still, we get things done. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to check. How much is an SW1? Still 2,000 short on that. That's fine. You're good. All right. We'll get you in there. 901 is possibly full of coal. No, it's not. Now it's full of coal. Yes. Raise that up. 901, I want you in There. Okay, did the passenger train get to Sylva yet? I guess not. That's okay. 902 has arrived at a waypoint. Yes, he has, probably. Keep going. Okay, 901 is good. Manual. Headlight off. Okay, 901 is parked. 900 is still down at the Sylva interchange. This train. Okay, that one's going home. So do that. Do that. And put that great long car in here. $600 arrived at the waypoint. What? Oh. Oh, but the passengers did get off. Dang, I missed that. Arrived at Sylva Depot. 174 for 79 fares. Okay, that's good. So, 600. We'll stick that on manual for now, because he doesn't need to be going anywhere for a while. Off. Okay, 600's done. 902 is... oh, that is fine and wonderful right there. So, how's this going to work? Is that car's on the right side of the train? Okay. Okay. I think I've got this done. I think we've done this as best we could. And that of course needs to go back to talc and limestone. And as per usual, I do a trailing drop rather than a facing drop. Just easier, keeps the line clear for the shortest length of time. Okay. Handbrake. Disconnect. Go there. 10 is still at a wait. Oh, that's the Alarka stuff. Yeah, we got to put that stuff away. I guess once we've sorted out Nantahala, we'll just run up to Alarka and get all of those positioned. Ooh, do you have enough room in there? Yes, barely. Disconnect the handbrake and I'll release. There we go. Now, back you up to there. I'm going to have to do guard duty here, getting everything fastened and brakes off. Clunk. And now we can go to Nantahala station. Go there. And I think we should have enough room to fit all of this here. Okay, let's go check on Alarka. I know I've got a car that... What are you? Team track. Well, that's kind of handy, I do think. So, handbrake on. Go there. And then everything else is iron ore wagons, I do believe. 2E, 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 1E, 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 2E. Oh, they're all separated. That's awkward as all get out. I don't think that's a problem. Up the hill, we reverse up to 2E. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. Oh. Huh. Okay, I'm not sure how easily this is going to work out, but I think I've really made a mess of these cars here. Well, no, okay. Go there. And we did get paid for that, didn't we? Yes. Also not sure what's here that might need to be returned. Nothing there. Alarka fuel, Sylva interchange. So I need to pull that one out. And over here, metal stock, machine parts. Okay, nothing. So I think there's 3, 3, 3, some ones, 3 ones, and then so. But I think my plan for Alarka is we're going to get the switcher and run this line on diesel. Got a little bit more pulling power, and it'll release this steam locomotive for some other work. Come on, there you go. Disconnect that, handbrake that, de-handbrake that, and we'll put these right about there. So, bit of annoyance, we have to move these over one track. But then we can pull this lot out and fasten them to the back of there quite easily and head up the hill. There may be some more iron ore cars up the top. Not sure if I want to pull on them now. I could do, take them down to Alarka Junction, drop them off there for the Mastodon. Or I could just run the Mastodon. Oh, no. I did that. I had planned to grab all of the Whittier Sawmill stuff as the coal train went through and drop all of that down at Sylva, and I didn't. Well, I mean, we've got ample opportunity. We're going to have 2 more heavy freight trains running through. We'll be able to grab something from Whittier at some point. But I have to be careful with overloading the train on the way back. How's 902? 902 is at a stop signal. You should pass that signal. Back to Alarka. So, woo. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell this locomotive. I do like the large mogul, but I am going to need something to haul pulpwood at some point. We need to open up the Sylva. What is it? The tannery, Parsons Tannery, and paperboard. And in order to do those, I need a ton of pulpwood cars, which I might have trouble affording, at least for now. But I'll see how that works. Because I don't think this locomotive has enough go to haul mainline freight. I could trade it in for a Mikado. I could trade in one of the 10-wheelers for a Mikado and maybe put this down at Sylva for switching and other duties. Okay, handbrake off. Okay, so let's go to like a copper M2. Not there. Oh, that needs to come out. Good grief already. Okay. And there's another car there. So I want this lot to go there. I guess we can follow him. What's 902 doing? 902's at a waypoint. I haven't done the 902 stuff yet, have I? So, we'll... Oh, man. Disconnect that. We'll hitch that on the back. And, oh. Someone here has a handbrake on. I think it's at this end. Not you. You. Put the handbrake on that one. There we go. So 902 is at the waypoint. Needs to pick this up. I don't think this block is going to clear because I think that is still counted as being in the block. I might be lucky, but I'm really not sure. And oh yes. Okay then. That's a bit of a surprise. 12 tonne of coal, 5,000 gallons of water. Good. And number 10 is going to take a while to get to his final destination. Oh, now there's a thought. Trying to think how this is going to work. I don't know. Well, not so much this. This is going to be easy. Grab that car. Pretty sure it's going back. Yes. That's all switched that way. Okay. So, hitch that, handbrake, and go there. Okay, back to number 10. So, oh, he's still got to go around the corner. Yeah, this might be a little bit awkward. These ones are going to M1. Stop Nantahala East, clear Nantahala East. Okay. So my thoughts here. This car's just in the wrong place. But I'll run through there, I'll grab that and that on the front of the train. Might leave the M1 cars here and then we'll run round and back in on them. If there's space, that may be a problem. This might be a little bit too short. We'll see. Okay. I'm hoping the engine can get round. There's a lot of space there. Okay. Let's pull that banner up again. Okay, let's go back to here. I'm hoping we can clear this switch. Or not. Okay, number 10. Go there. Probably just got paid as well, didn't I? Delivery of 6 cars. Yes. Okay, it is what it is. Let's get back to 902. What are you doing? Oh. Hitch that there. Handbrake off. Power light. No, talc and limestone. And 902 needs to come in to here. Okay, he's out of there. We've got all the time in the world to deal with number 10 now. So handbrake that. I'm going to put 2 on just in case. You're 1, you're 2. Disconnect that. Oh, do I have enough space? That is a good question. Right, hitch up to that. So I think what I need to do is get this back over here. And I need to shut that too. Okay, now let's get that there. I'm hoping it will run forwards and then back up. That was sounding hopeful. Okay. I didn't actually have to do that. All I wanted to do was get that in there and then send it down the track. And there's always room to back up this section. Just wasn't thinking clearly, obviously. Go fetch that. Why is 902 running so slowly? Why is 902 set to run at 15 miles an hour? Who can go faster? I'm fine with that. Where the heck are you going? Come on, dude. Are you really... Oh, man. Go there. Is he still going back? Oh. AI engineer goes crazy. Why does he want to come all the way back up? There's no other way around that. You have to go forwards to get into that spur over there. At the very least, he's going to end up with, oh, I see a train in the way. And coasting. And now we'll change you to yard forward 20 go. Good. handbrake off. Let's go find the M1 mine. How are you doing? You have tons of mining supplies. There is nothing in there. Oh, there's still a car up there. Okay. So, I think... Oh. Hey, waypoint go. There we go. We will follow this guy through. No. Those cars are at the wrong end of the train. So, how do we do this? Okay. M1 Okay, those cars, we need to come in there. I think. Well, I guess we'll find out when we get there. Yeah, because these cars are on the front, so we're going to push those in. I will then need to leave those in behind and run round and push them up. Okay, we're getting where we're going. 902's in a place. Hi, place. Okay, you're full. You're not full. You're staying. So go there. And we can let number 10 do its thing for a bit. Oh. Yes. No. What am I doing? Oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I am... It's getting late. I'm getting confused. This one's staying. Oh, I know what I'm doing, I think. Okay, hitch that and break off. So, this one is going, this one is staying, but it's more full than the other one. So, we pull all of these out and hitch them to that one. Kind of getting confused as to what I was trying to do here, but no, this will work somewhat, I think. I'll have to use the banners to see when I place them back in the right place. But okay, let's handbrake that one, unhandbrake that one. Yeah, that's fine. What's 10 doing? 10 is still rolling, so not worried about him yet. Okay, you're coming back. Looks that way. Doink. Disconnect. go there. Things are tagging. Oh, 10 got to a place. Okay, we'll run round. So, are you far enough forwards? You are not. 10, come to here. Stick that handbrake on, and can I get this to run around to there? Sounds promising. All right, number 902, we are still dealing with you. That's fine. Handbrake. There. Oh, I guess 10 will be the next one I'm on. Yes, you are now backing up. You backing up the right way? Yes, you are. Okay. 902. Back to here. Okay, 902, go to there. Okay, we'll put the handbrake on that. Wow, did I really stop before the switch? That was just awesome. That up, handbrake off, and unfortunately I need to watch this in. Oh no, you have to go much further than that then. And that's in, that's in. That's in, stop. Well, that's actually better than I expected. And we get paid some more. So 902 to there. Number 10. You're doing a thing. Indeed you are. So number 10, we'll take that handbrake off. I'm going to have to lace up the stuff, and you can push that all the way to there. All right. So, number 10's doing well. Number 902 is setting the return train up. And then we need to go to Alarka Junction. No, we do not need to go to Alarka Junction. That would be completely inappropriate. You hitch up to that. stops. We have to lace up both ends. That one. Dude, where's your glad hands? There. Okay, and that handbrake off. And National Park Service. Oh, they're not all returning. Okay. So 902 go there. All right, he is rolling. Okay, how heavy is that? That's 1,100 tons. We'll pick up the Forestry Service debris, and I think that's probably enough for this locomotive to work its way back to Sylva. Meanwhile, well, we are going to have a works train coming through later, so that can bring all of the intermediate stuff back. So right now we're not really in any great hurry to get all of this stuff back to Alarka Junction. So I'm going to send 10 there. And I think, as I said, we've got... Nope, none of those. Oh, that's actually quite convenient. We'll take that one. I think those are okay. So we'll grab the oil car. And we'll take those 3 cars back to 3? Yeah, those 2 plus the oil car back to wherever. Actually, number 10, you know what? I'm not going to get you to go there. Alarka fuel? Yes. Just going to get you go there. So we'll hitch up there, we'll push that one to there, we'll put that one back, and then we can haul everything off to Alarka Junction. Nice. So I'm good with that. We will, I should check that one. That's 209 tons, including the weight of the locomotive, and we're going to pick up an empty fuel car. That's probably doable. That'd put us over 1,200 tons, but not significantly. I think this locomotive can make that back to wherever it's going. I don't know. So come on. Okay. And we'll get this locomotive turned around at Alarka Junction. So it's not hauling tail first all the way to Sylva. Anyway, so stuff we've got left to do. We've got bunch of cars here. That's the repair track stuff which needs to go back. That's going to Ela. That's going to Stenzel. And these are all going to Whittier Sawmill. Along with those two. Kind of thinking handbrake there. Take that handbrake off. So what I'm thinking is number 10 can come in here. We'll pull all 4 of those cars off. We'll put them over here somewhere. Either one of those two. I can then take those 2 off. We'll put that in. We could do that right now, I guess. We'll do everything else later, but I can get this lot done, I guess. Okay, that's number 10. That's number 12. Number 10 looks like he's slowing down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. When's the Sylva exchange happening? Interchange. That's happening, scheduled for 11:20. It's 42 minutes. There might be some more stuff for Alarka. There might be some stuff for Bryson. There probably will be some stuff for Whittier. So we are going to have to deliver all of the... Fortunately, we've got the Nantahala work train coming as well. So that will be absolutely fine for that's going to be running the length of the track anyway. So 12 got to where he's going. Indeed. Disconnect. That there. And we will run this guy up to about there, I think. Okay, who's doing what? Number 10 is doing a thing. Oh, not quite ready yet. And super marvelous, awesome. Disconnect that, and you need to go there. Okay, number 12. Whoa. Bad graphics. Handbrake. Okay, number 12. Get the repair car over here. Doink. Oh, there's a thought. Number 10's at a waypoint. Good. Connect that up, disconnect that, and let's go back and fetch this. That was number 10, yes. What is number 12? Oh, what is number 12 doing? He's placing the repair parts. So, repair parts in place. Goes there. 12 is not connected to the train. Well, that might be okay. Hitch that up here and click. Click, Alarka Junction. It would be nice if there was a waypoint over here. There isn't, so you're done. You are doing a thing. You are at a waypoint. Yes, indeed. So handbrake on, disconnect that, did select the right locomotive, so everything should be red here, yes indeed. Number 12 is at a waypoint, okay. Hitch that up there. That up there, take the handbrake off, and number 12, I want you to go here, and there is a method to my madness. Number 10, you can go a little bit faster. I think the limit on the Alarka branch is actually 30, but he can do what he needs. Alright, let's get this lot all hitched up. Okay, that's that done. Number 12. Okay. Now that you're going over there, we'll now say Whittier, go there. I have a feeling we're at logs too. Oh yeah. That is not full, no. Okay. So he's fine. As soon as he gets to where he's going, I'm sort of done. Okay. So how are we doing? It was 11:20. The next service is happening. 11:20. Yeah. That's okay. That will be next time. But right now I'm looking to tie this all up. The train from Alarka has a weight of 228 tons. Locomotive's about 120. So, yeah, it's not a big deal. Make sure that's positioned right. And reconnect this to the main train. You're doing a thing, you're doing a thing, you're doing a thing. Awesome. And that is all in place. So I'm good with that being there for right now. Take the handbrake off. Okay, that train can stay there. Worry about that next time. For right now, 12 is done. 902 is about to connect here. Hitch that, handbrake, oh, handbrake off, and Alarka junction. I want this train to come here. So, everybody who's moving is heading to Alarka Junction, and we will leave it here. We'll pick this up maybe sometime next week. With the rest of the day, I figure. We'll get the stuff delivered to Sylva. And we'll be able to see what turns up there. And yeah, apart from the works train, there's probably going to be a couple of straggler cars. Mining supplies needed up at Alarka 2 or... and I have no idea what's happening at Robinson Gap, but we'll be returning with some of that. You are stuck at a signal? No, go past the signal. Thank you. Alright. So he's now rolling out of there, 35 maximum speed, and this guy is somewhere. We could pull up the map and take a look. Oh, just rounding into Alarka Junction. Okay. I guess I'm happy enough to have him pull in and stop. Anyway, yeah, no, let's call it here. We'll be back next week. We'll be back on Saturday with some Farming Simulator 25 and all the frustrations that's involving lately. But for now, I'm going to wish you all a good evening. Have fun, everyone. I'm out of here. Bye.